it's Rick Gray. Today I want to talk about a SWOT analysis. If you haven't done this, it's something that's really valuable for me. I write in my journal at least twice a year. Around Christmas time, between that and New Year's, and at the beginning of July, the middle of the year or so, I do a SWOT. A SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities for change, and threats, SWOT. This is a great tool to use in a lot of areas of your life. Your health and fitness, your finances, your relationships with key people in your life, your career. What I would do when I used to be in real estate, I would walk around the home with a seller and we would do a SWOT about their house. What are your strengths? Maybe it's location. Maybe they've updated the property. Maybe they have a great, amenities of the home. Maybe it's in a wonderful neighborhood, something really desirable. What are the strengths? Just be really honest. And then what are the weaknesses? Maybe there's a railroad track right in the backyard, or they back up to the freeway, or there's something undesirable about it. Maybe it hasn't been updated in 30 years, right? Maybe it's in poor condition. What are the weaknesses of this house compared to the competition? I love to just be straightforward with the seller and talk about this. Then the most important one is the O, the opportunities for change. What could we do to help us? What could we do? Could we paint the house? Could we paint the front door? Could we clean up the yard? Could we hire a landscaper? Is there something simple and inexpensive we can do to make the house look and show better? What are our opportunities? And then threats are, what if we don't do those things? What does our house look like compared to the competition? What's going on in the market? Are there neighbors that are listing so we have a lot of competition, or are we the only one? Are interest rates going up or down? What are our threats right now that are going to affect our time on the market? But I love the SWOT concept. I use it in almost every area of my life. In fact, with health and fitness, I use it all the time. Like, think about this. Think about the health category, health and fitness. What are my strengths? Well, for me personally, my strengths are working out. I work out every single day. I do jujitsu 3 to 4 days a week. I'm either climbing or riding my dirt bike every week. I'm physically active. I do things I enjoy, so I have something to look forward to, good for my mental health. Then I'm very physically active. Those are one of my strengths. My eating is pretty good. I've honed my eating over 25 years to where I eat pretty good. Every now and then I cheat, but I do overall eat very healthy. I don't eat very many sugars, junk calories. I don't eat a lot of carbs. I don't eat, processed foods. I try and stick with vegetables and meat and things that are good for you. I drink water, right? I don't drink a lot of soda. I don't drink alcohol. I mean, just, certain things I feel like I'm pretty strong with my diet. So, okay, those are my strengths in health. What are my weaknesses? Well, weaknesses for me personally would be when I travel. Before the pandemic, I used to travel a lot on an airplane, and traveling to different parts of the country, my eating would fall apart a little bit on the road. It was much harder to eat as healthy as I wanted when I'm traveling a lot. So I was like, okay, what are my opportunities then for change? Well, one opportunity for change I realized was pre-make my meals. Make things ahead of time. If I can pre-make meals ahead of time and have them packaged, I know what I'm eating and I can grab it and it's really convenient. Another one of my weaknesses was snacking after 7 p.m. I don't do it very often, but if I do snack and I'm going to sit down and I lose willpower in the evening, as most of us do, 7 o'clock in the evening and later is not a great time to be snacking on empty calories. What do you think your body is going to do with all those calories between 7 p.m. and the next day when you actually start moving your body? If you are sedentary in the evening, which most of us are, and then you go to sleep for 7 or 8 or 9 hours, your body's just going to store that stuff. It's going to say, you know what, we have all these extra calories, we're going to store them, we're not using them. So that's why we have a hard time losing weight, is that extra empty calorie snacking late in the evening. So that's a weakness. So an opportunity for change. One for me, I brush my teeth around 7 or 7:30 in the evening. If I go brush and floss my teeth at 7 o'clock, I don't want to eat anything after that. And it's a pretty good habit. It's actually taught me that, okay, I'm done with my snacking. I'm done with whatever I'm going to eat between 7 and 7:30 in the evening, and that's it. I go brush my teeth, and that's kind of a cue. Plus, I don't want to have to redo it. So it's a good little adding friction to my my bad habits. We want to create friction between us and our bad habits. Make it harder. Make it less desirable. If you brush your teeth in the evening, you don't want to eat anything after that. That's a great little hint. But think about that. Then opportunities for change is the big one. What could I do in my health, in my fitness, in my business? Am I investing income? Am I saving money to pay myself first? I mean, what kind of weaknesses do you have? Do a SWOT analysis. Strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. If you make this a habit and you do it regularly, you can get better at every single area of your life. And that's the point. The whole point of all this is personal development, right? To see what we can do with what we've been given. What can we do with it? Can we make ourselves a better life? Can we help those around us? Can we make our communities better? Can we affect the world? The way you affect the world is by improving yourself. So start with a SWOT analysis, pick some categories, whether it's health and fitness, personal relationships, your finances, your career. Think about those categories and do a SWOT. I would love to hear your feedback and see what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses, and then the key, what are your opportunities to make small changes? If we can do that, we can get better at everything.